Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate the over-the-wire Natas level 0 and level 1 in this video. So let's get started. So we have, Natas level 1, it gives us so each level of Natas consists of its own website located at http://natas.natas.labs.overthewire.org, where X is the level number. So I'm going to use burp throughout this, because this is a web application, capture the flag, or a web application war game. So I'm going to use burp. So I want to put, how many levels do we have? We have 33 levels, or 34 levels. So I want to be able to tell burp what to capture. So it's not capturing everything I'm doing on other websites. So I'm going to create a file called InScope. I'm going to use, let's go into Over the Wire. I already created my Natas directory. So in here, I want to create 0 through 34. Do echo Natas. What was it? Natas. Put I here. Natas.labs.overthewire.org. Is that right? And I want to echo that into my InScope file. We don't want to overwrite it every time. We want to append the echo to the end of the file so that we get everything. So we're going to call it InScope, and then done. So let's see if that gives us what we want. I believe it does. Okay, so let me load up burp. Target, scope, load, and over the wire, Natas, InScope, and we've got them all in there. So hopefully that's all we'll need. So basically what that does is when I browse, well, I'll show you. So I need to set my proxy server. Damn it. Preferences. So here I'm going to go, I'll scroll to the bottom, click settings, and manual proxy configuration. I've already got this set up. So I'm running burp on port 8080 on my local host, so 127.0.0.1. And I want to use this proxy for everything, essentially. So, all right, awesome. So we're set now. What that means is that whenever I visit a site, so if I try to go to, let's go to level 0. Let's just start. Go to level 0. So I think I have intercept turned on. Do I? Yeah. So whatever request I make, so when I hit enter here, this is going to send the request first to burp. Burp's going to intercept it, and then I'll show you. So, boom, burp intercepted. So this is my request going in. I'm going to hit forward, and it's asking me for username password. I think it's Natas0, Natas0 for the first level. And again, basic authorization, forward. And in my history, I see just my over the wire, I see only those. So let's see if I go to CNN.com. Damn it, I gotta turn on. So it's intercepting everything. We don't want it to do that. Just when we want it to intercept, should we have that turned on? So CNN.com. But do we see this in the history? It shouldn't show up, right? It doesn't show up because it's logging. So logging for out of scope traffic is disabled. So that's what the scope file did in burp. All right, so proxy. So what are we doing? So we're looking for, let me close CNN. We don't need that. You can find the password for the next level on this page. Let's see what our page source is. Yeah, of course, it's just in the comments here. Also of note, so I'm going to copy that out. You can also see that in burp in history. If I go to here, so burp shows me the request that was sent, right? And then the response that came back. And we can scroll down, we see the comments in here. Burp will also render what you see in the browser here if you wanted to, but I don't use that very often. But anyway, that's there. So now we have our password for Natas1. I'm going to create a file, natas.info, and in here, level 1, put the password so I have it if I need it later. Save that. All right, so then we come to level 1. Level 1, Natas 1, and we know, yeah, okay, so, and the password. Okay, so right-clicking is disabled, can't do it. But I could do a couple of things here. I could go over here. Is there a page sort of web developer page source? I could do that. That's one way to do it. The other thing I could do is I know that I'm capturing all this traffic in burp, so that's my initial request. Did we get a response back on that with the no, because I have to enter the password, right? So here we go. And if I look at the response, raw, bam, here it is. Copy that out. Let's put that in our file, level 2, boom. Save that, and then, so now we can get to level 2. 2, Natas 2, and password. Okay. Ah, there's nothing on this page. Is that true? View the page source. Oh, it's in a file. Let's see what else is in that files directory. Can we just read it? Yeah, there we go. So that directory and Natas 3 password. This is so far easy, but this is going to get harder as we move. So basically, if you're doing, if you're part of an application security program somewhere and you're working with your developers on securing their websites, you want to make sure that they have directory listings turned off on their web server. So if there's no default page within the files directory, this should not list the files. It should say something like access denied, I think. I can't remember exactly what it is. But anyway, so that's level 2. Let's see about level 3. I can't remember. Yeah. Oops. I typed in the wrong password. Nice. Right, of course. And not even Google will find it this time. So what this tells me is that I should look to see if there's a robots.txt file on this server, because robots.txt is a file that tells search engines and crawlers and spiders what not to look at and what not to index. So if we don't want Google to find it, probably going to be in the robots.txt file. Disallow secret. So this disallow tells Google and other search engines not to, really not even to look in this directory, but we're not Google, we are hackers / pen testers, so let's see what's in the secret file, secret directory. Users.txt again. And for level 4, we have a password. Boom. Let's see what else we can do here. So now let's move on to level 4. This is moving really quickly. Oh. So I read this. So access is disallowed. You are visiting from nowhere, while the authorized users should come only from Natas 5, which we actually can't log into. But let's see, so refresh the page. All right, so now we're still disallowed. We're coming from Natas 4. What we know is that we can edit the request headers in Burp. So let's go into Burp and look at this request. So we see there's the get header, the host header, the user agent header, the accept header. This tells us what the browser will accept back, the language that the browser will accept, the encoding that the browser would accept. This DNT is, I think it's it's probably not Firefox specific. It's newer. It's basically telling the website not to track me. So DNT means do not track. Our authorization header, the connection header, refer. So this is the one that we're going to want to change, right? So in Burp, I can right-click on this guy and send this request to what's called the repeater. So send this to Burp's repeater. So here we go. Hop over here. And we're just going to change this 4 to a 5, right? And then we're going to send it. And you can look over here on the response side. We see access granted. The password for Natas 5 is this. So copy that out, save it to our file. And we'll go back to the browser and we'll try to get into Natas 5 with that password. Burp is an incredibly powerful tool, which you probably already know. Access disallowed. You are not logged in. Interesting. So I'm just going to go straight to Burp. Let's see what Burp thinks about that. Target proxy. Okay, so went from 4 to 5. From here I logged in. I'm authorized. But it's telling me I am not logged in. So what's in the response? So we set, so the response set a cookie called logged in. So let me revisit the page. And in revisiting the page, let me turn on the intercept here. So let's intercept my traffic and revisit the page. The cookie should be set. So we should see the browser sending the cookie back to... Yes, so I've intercepted this request, and in the request I see a cookie set, logged in equals 0, so I'm going to just change that to 1 before I pass this on to the website. Let's forward that, and let's see what happened. Yep, access granted. We now have the password for Natas Level 6. Copy it out, put it in here, Level 6. There we go. Okay, so let's see how hard level 6 is going to be. We don't want intercept on right now. Natas 6, password, okay, input the secret. So here, they're showing me the source code. So this is what's known as white hat hacking or white hat pen testing. What it basically means is I have a view into what's happening on the server, so I can see the source code. It's very helpful. So we're including a file called secret.inc. Huh. Well, I'm just going to try. First, let's see if I can get to this file. Come over. Oh. So I know what the secret is. Right, so the reason that happened is because this site is running PHP, which we know from, if we look at our history, Natas 6. So it's index.php is the page with the form, etc. So we know we're running PHP, and what is happening here is that because this file ends in .inc, the server's not executing it like it would if it were a .php file. What we know, so what this teaches us is that any files that sit in the web root of our web server that do not have an extension that is associated with with PHP will be rendered in plain text, typically in the browser. So if my browser requests these files .inc, .html, .txt, they just get sent directly back without getting processed or executed. So if you're a PHP developer and you're watching this, avoid .inc extensions, or manage to make it so that the web server knows what to do with those. All right, so we've got the secret. Now, what did we see? Let's look at the source code again. Sorry. So we know the secret. Did I copy that? Copy. And let's go back to the source code. So if array key exists, submit in our post, and the secret equals, so the secret in this file equals my post secret, access granted. So that seems pretty straightforward. Whoops. Let's put the secret in, submit the query, and we've got it. Ding, ding. Save it to my file. Level 7. And let's go to level 7. Interesting. Okay, index.php, page equals home. This is the front page. Same with about. So let's just try like our basic file inclusion. Too easy. Okay, so if we remember from, let's see if this information is here. Let's go back to level 0. They're not telling us. But if you remember from the bandit exercises, we know that our passwords are in Etsy, our wargame name. So our wargame name here is Natas, and don't think it's pass. What is it? Hold on. Come back. Maybe this tells us level 6 to 7, 7 to 8, level 0 to 1. Where is it going to tell me? Oh, yeah, this is the right spot. Well, alright, well let's just see if it's where I think it is. I'm looking for Natas 8. Fail to open the stream. I missed some information somewhere. Where did I miss that? Okay, Natas. So let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so here we go. I knew I missed something somewhere. All passwords are also stored in Natas Web Pass because it's a web. Okay, so similar, right? So similar to the Bandit situation. The only difference here, similar to how Bandit had all their passwords in Etsy. So this is a directory traversal / file inclusion vulnerability that they've got going on here. So I'm able to include files from anywhere on the server that the user running the web server has access to. So apparently this user has access to read Natas 8's password. So level 8, ding. Oh, didn't copy it correctly. Copy. There it is. Save it. So now let's go to 8. At some point this is going to get harder, and I'm not going to be able to solve these so quickly. Natas 8. Oops. What did I do wrong? Oh, this is Natas 9. What happened? All right. I'm moving up to Natas 9. Sorry. Oh, I got the wrong password. What password did I get? Hang on, sorry. No, that was right. So this is Natas 8's password. What's happening? Am I typing something incorrectly? Natas 8. Oh, I'm copying the space at the end. Damn it. Nope. I guess I was copying the space at the end. So, it looks similar. And again, we're white hat hacking here, so we got bin to hex. So we're using these PHP functions. So we're taking the secret. This is our encoded secret. So let's see. Can we reverse this? Let me see. .php. So this is let's see if we can decode the encoded secret. I'm going to just copy this code. Paste that in. So we want to say, we want to just really reverse this. So base 64 decode, I think hex to bin. Is that a function in PHP? No. Yeah, it is. Boy, my browser's not recognizing it. I mean, my editor. Yeah, it is. All right, so let's see. What we get when we run this. Parse error, line 6. Damn it. I don't need that extra coded secret. La la la. Just call it S for simplicity's sake. Well, let's see what we get. No, that's not right. What am I doing wrong? So the first thing I'm doing, the secret comes in, we're encoding it, and then we're reversing that, and then we're bin to hexing it. So the first thing we need to do is on bin to hex it, then reverse that, then decode it, right? Let's see. Print each thing. So let's see what we get here. String reverse, hex to bin, and then the whole thing. Let's put a new line in because by default PHP doesn't put one in. 6. Of course. There are probably better editors to use. Oh, this might be the secret. Let's see. Sorry about that. I was looking for the actual password. So let's pop this in to our secret, input secret, and see if that's it. Yeah, that's it. So I just had to reverse it. Again, so I just took, I'll do it again. So I took what was there, and I literally just swapped out. So here I'm going to put base. So base 64 decode, because that's the first thing that's happening to the secret when we pass it in is it's base 64 encoded, and then it is string reversed. So just swapping the two outer function, the outer and the inner function with each other, just to reverse the process. And we got it. All right, cool. Copy that over. And I think I'm going to stop at level 9 for now. We'll come back. It's going to get progressively harder, so each level is going to take a little bit longer. I don't want to make these videos too terribly long. So yeah, so we got through level 9, or we got through level 8. We'll hit level 9 in the next video.